So we are Friday. You want to Z? Aside from doing chores, I ran errands. I walked. And I'm enjoying this little corner. And my aim right now is really just to get me some grapefruit juice, because I don't know why, but the only place I can always get some is in Montreal corner stores on the dichotomy. Buy myself some incense so I can clear the space as I clean. When I sit down, I have to send one email to the printer to get some samples going for next week. And I have to finalize my payment for school. It's my last 10 days or so before I start my program, so I'm enjoying this little moment of peace. Because I know that technically, as much as I have things to do, I don't have nobody really pushing in my back to do something except pay my bills, pay my rent. Everything else, like, of course, people want certain things in terms of communication or in terms of reaching back, but as long as I do it, or I explain why there was a delay, but still come in with results and concrete action, I know that in the long term everything's gonna be fine. I went to the public library yesterday. I met a friend that I haven't seen in years, and it was very humbling to see the different type of reality that he's going through. Oh my god, lucky you, bro. Did you see this whole piece of bread? Somebody's lucky. Anyways, it was humbling because I have some friends that just bought houses. I have some friends that just got kids. I have some friends that, they just got a promotion, or they just got to travel to go to the UK, or they just got a car, or a new car. And his situation is very different. With the rent of everything becoming more and more expensive, he couldn't afford to stay somewhere. And I come from that environment that we had to move because rent was too expensive, so we had to change neighborhoods and change neighborhoods and change neighborhoods. I come from humble beginnings, and I dress a certain way, and I made a lot of efforts to read and to do all these things that are intellectual, because I knew that the only way out of the struggle was to expand my awareness to the amount of opportunities available, and I expand my skill set so that when the door opens, I can actually walk through it and stay there, and not just walk through it just to look and see through the door and see what the opportunities were. I'm at a place where some people will want more. I want more. I want more flows, more opportunities, more places, like access to places, more things, more stuff, more access to experiences. and I realized that connection is most important. But that if you're able to somehow, some way to level up, it's not enough to do that. If you don't also, it's not about opening the door for other people. It's to giving tools to people so that I know how to shop better. I know what to read. I know what channels on YouTube to start listening to. I know how to adjust myself in certain situations so I can come up and be recognized and be respected for what I bring to the table instead of being dismissed because of what I look like, because I didn't dress the part, or because I didn't talk the talk I'm supposed with the right words. You know what I mean? It was kind of a wake-up call, and it made me very upset. Ooh, that got silent. I got very upset, because I gave him a pep talk, basically saying that, you know what, no matter where you are right now, even if you can think about all the mistakes that you've done and all the choices you made and all the people that you put on a pedestal of priority, and you realize these people are superficial and they didn't really care for your well-being, they didn't really care for you to grow. You have to forgive yourself first and foremost, and that's hard, and it's something that you have to kind of work on a daily basis, like every day. Forgive yourself for where you are. Forgive yourself for the things that you chose or didn't choose by default, and now you're here because you didn't choose anything. And I always had like this désolé. Yeah, I'm surrounded by pollen everywhere. Jesus. I always had this awareness that I wanted to learn so I can explain things in words that people understand. And a lot of things that I started to understand or be interested in is because somebody broke it down for me so I could freaking understand what the fuck they were talking about. Simple lessons exist in every single aspect of life and society, but it's complex and complicated sometimes, and it's purposely worded in ways that make it challenging for lack of better words for a lot of people, including me. So yeah, of course, I'm going to talk about the process of actually trying to be professional, but now that I've tried the corporate life, now that I've tried going to school, now that I've tried and failed at a lot of things, I feel like I have a lot more tools that I can offer people around me, first and foremost, before even sharing it on this stuff, on this platform. So I'm going to try to do that. I want to clean for people as a service. How about you start doing that in your house? Finding a system that works for you. I had the habit of always going in nature to kind of pause whenever I was really stressed out. Look at birds, look at the sky, look at plants. Some cities have some of these spaces. It's a little corner in the middle of this like a neighborhood. It's not super fancy, but it's like a safe haven to me. Oftentimes nobody comes here except to shoot up or something. Yo, I was walking the other day and I saw the guy who was shooting up, and his arm was so swollen because he was shooting up like not properly, you know what I mean? His arm was all infected. And I was walking and I was crying. after talking with this guy and giving him a speech of like, yeah, you should forgive yourself, and you know, every day focus on today, tomorrow, focus on whatever it is that you want. What is it that you want? And kind of reverse engineer from there. And sometimes when you reverse engineer, hey, I want to be there, and I'm like way back here, bro. Don't say that. Look at when you're in the mirror, when you look at like in the car, it's like a rear view mirror, it says shit, the stuff look closer than they appear and further than they are, whatever. Life should really be like that. Things are closer than you think, but further than you think as well. It's a weird, like, double, what are they called? Dichotomy. People struggle to eat. People are struggling to pay for rent. People are struggling to maintain. People are struggling to find a structure that works for them. Me fucking included. And I tried and failed, and I met people that tried and failed. And no matter how much you try and fail, fall down 7 times, get up 8. People say a lot of time, oh, you're so strong, you're so resilient because you keep falling, you keep failing, you keep getting back up, you keep having challenges or circumstances that are, oh, this is so sad, poor you. So how is that constructive? It's not constructive to pity people. It's not constructive to say poor you. How is that helping me in every way that I'm going through? I'm struggling to eat, you say, oh, poor you. How is that helping you? I'm the one that's struggling to eat. If shit is going to shit, and I have to clean up the shit that hit the fan, and I have to clean the shit everywhere, you saying, oh, poor you, that seems difficult, it's not helpful. Can you offer me tools? Can you actually offer me encouragement? So I want to see how I can do that. Not just not just with my speech, but with my concrete action in my own life and within my circles around me. And if I can do that, I feel like I'll have a lot more security in my balance. I'll have a lot more, I'll be a lot more grounded when it comes to asking people, having conversation with people, listening, being present in the conversation. If I want to have table talks with you guys, with the people around me, these are tips and tools that I need to develop first and foremost before I can start to tell people any type of advice, right? So what my friend advises me is like, it's okay to be human and be affected by things, but it doesn't really make a difference if you just stay in that emotion. Emotion is supposed to show you the way. You're angry, you feel the need to communicate and clarify things. You're frustrated, you're upset, you're deceived. It's human emotions. Thank God you're feeling. Being numb is another problem. It's so beautiful, look. I don't know if you can see all the birds. I don't want to walk because I feel like they're going to fly away, but I'll try. Yeah, see? I was right. You just fly away. Alright. I'm going to step out, go back to my routine, which is go through a set of emails I need to go through. And one thing I would try to finish by saying is that to become confident in any kind of space, you need to make small promises to yourself and fulfill them. Hey, today I'm gonna make my bed, and you make your bed. Hey, day, whatever. I say make your bed because it's the one that Jordan Peterson was saying, the kind of content that he was saying that seemed like relevant, but he was really good at explaining exactly the effects, long term and short term, of how this was really effective and helpful for any person to do. So I would encourage that first and foremost. But any type of promise, oh, this is so beautiful. I'll just show you. I don't mind walking a bit more just so you can see it. But yeah, if you apply small promises to yourself, you're more likely to become more and more confident in your ability to complete a certain task. And if you're more confident in your ability to complete tasks, you'll be more confident when it comes to dealing with your challenges, because you know that no matter what, how small or how big, if you break it down, you know that you're able to complete this stuff. You can do the shit. You can do this shit, dude. No matter how big or small it seems. It's been years that I've been trying to do shit, and one of the best managers I ever got told me, don't even use that kind of terminology. I'm gonna try to do this. Say, hey, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna try to make my bed. No, I'm gonna make my bed. Don't say, oh, I'm gonna try to do this assignment. No, I'm gonna put time aside and do this assignment. You know what I mean? So take care of yourself. Be patient with your progress. One thing at a time. You got this. This is your life. Yes, you have a set of circumstances that you did not choose. And yes, you may have a set of things that you have to do no matter what. But that doesn't mean that you are completely stuck. Maybe just a bit delayed in this amount of stuff that you would like to do in the best of days. But you got this, my dude. And do that. Take care of yourselves. It's September 2023. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to not even do any type of video until October. And if I'm actually about my shit, the next one, my friends, will be pretty cool, because I'll have a few things completed. Or pretty cool as well, because I'll have awareness and be like, you know how I was all motivational and shit? Well, that was a bag of chips. All that in a bag of chips. A bunch of air coming out of my mouth with no fucking legitimate calories backing it up to fuel anybody for more than a few minutes or a few hours. Fuck that shit. Just don't be all air, all talk. Do the shit, bruh. That's so pretty. What the fuck? Look. How beautiful. I don't care. Every season has its beauty, but summer is coming to fall, and we won't get to see this no more. Take care of yourselves.